Alright, everybody, welcome to day 2 of class. Welcome. Where's 2 seconds out? Yeah, it's from a song. It's not a sound effect, it's from a song.
Yeah, it's from Bad to the Bone.
Yeah, so, welcome to our second day of awesome animation school. It's our boot camp. So, today we are going to be talking about some more basics. We're going to be learning some classic tweens, shape tweens, motion tweens, tween, arcing, whatever. Everything. Just a lot of stuff. So, I'm just going to get right into it. I'll be sharing my screen. Go live. And I am going to send you guys over this FLA for our test. So I'm sending that over to you guys.
Oh, do I have to download this too?
Yeah. That was the idea. Fuck! Fuck!
Hey!
I fucked up!
No swearing in the SR animation camp.
It's okay. So,
The students are allowed to swear.
whenever you guys have... Oh, okay. So whenever you guys have all the things downloaded and open, we will start. Except for Agus, who's just camping. Agus is here on Zoom call. It's okay. Make sure you tell me when you have it opened in the chat so I know. If you don't know how to open something, it's file open. And then it'll bring you to your desktop. It's fine. Or if you have it like in your Chrome downloads, you can just double click it and it should open. Or whatever browser you use, I don't know. Oh, fun. Cheer out the coleslaw at the family function.
But I didn't think you'd see it. Boyo Boyo Tetris.
I need to make sure that Mr. Slinking has figured out how to open a file.
What? Banana. That's all I gotta say. Wanya is not.
Oh, it's in...
No.
It's there.
Me when my computer runs out of storage, I downloaded a zip bomb.
Gold.
Uh-oh. Whoops, you have to put the CD in the
your
computer.
Whoops! You have to put the CD in your computer.
Whoops.
What do you guys think of skeleton.mp4?
There's no way you posted your school project's skeleton animation.
you should see the last 2 seconds of it.
I saw it, don't worry.
Do you like the last
How
2
do
seconds
I
of it?
spoiler an image?
You post
there.
oh, okay.
Wait, spoiler an image? I mean a video? Can I spoiler a video? No. You can't spoiler a video.
It works? Okay, great. We're gonna start. No more discussion. It's time for teaching.
Well, I can't spoiler a video, so.
Okay, no more discussion. It's video time. Alright, so first off, we're gonna be talking about the difference between a symbol, like this guy we got right here. This is Mr. Classic Tween, and what is not a symbol, and this is also not a symbol, but we'll get to it. So, obviously, in a symbol, you can click into it. There are multiple layers. I can like individually edit these, and if I go out of it, then I can't edit this anymore. But with a non-symbol, I can just edit this as I please. But I can't edit individual parts, usually, unless I select, like, weird part of it. And then, when you got, like, lines, it's the same idea, just have another example here with lines, because it's a little different. So, another difference between symbols and non-symbols is if I insert a couple of frames here, and just a couple of frames into our little guy here, you'll notice if I go up to my frame picker, if I highlight all this, there's nothing here. But with this guy, I can individually select frames from him, and I can change the loop type. I can have him play once, so his animation will only play once. Single frame, which will stay on a frame. Reverse play once and reverse loop, you're not going to really want to use much, but yeah. And then we got a couple of things you can do inside a symbol, obviously, which we will get to more when we get to Classic Tweens in a moment. But basically, the main idea is when you want to like actually animate something, you're gonna want to make sure it's in a symbol with Classic Tweens. But if you just want to like use motion or shape tweens, if it's not in a symbol, you should be okay. That's the main idea. I'm gonna undo all this, and that was a pretty quick segment. So I'm gonna throw it over to Jello, who will start talking about actual tweens and stuff.
Oh joy. Yeah. Wait, am I going over just tween types or like am I?
Basically, yeah. Why is Ice-T here?
I was gonna do something, but I'm okay. Anyway, yes. Okay, so today we're going over tween. We're going over tween types, and honestly, let me just change this real quick so you can see the whole shebang. Okay, so tween types. We have many different types of tweens. We have this guy, Mr. Shape Tween, and Mr. Motion Tween. Mr. Motion Tween is
that's MX Motion Tween. Beef Cult Pillow, correct?
Mixed motion tween. I don't know how to pronounce. We're gonna call this evil, and we're gonna call this useful sometimes. So, we're gonna go over these. These tweens are for drawings, not symbols. Symbols are like these things, which are collections of other symbols, which are then collections of symbols, which are then drawings, right? So symbols use classic tweens and other types of things. These are drawings like lines and such, and you know, basically I take this, I go 10 frames in the future, move it over here. Wow, look at that. Except now you want it to move slowly over that time. You hit create shape tween right here, you click in between them, and you right click and you hit create shape tween. I can remove it. You hit create shape tween, and look, it's moving. So now it's moving. Oh my gosh. And if I hit properties, I can do things like easing, but we're not going to talk about easing yet. This is just tweens. And this is motion tween. We're going to just, you know, do something like that, and then we're going to do the same thing, but if we hit create motion tween, and you see here how it doesn't do anything? That's because motion tweens are stupid. Okay? Basically, we don't like motion tweens. Just don't use them.
Basically.
Don't use them. That was literally just there as an
It's because
example to show
you gotta turn the
Alright.
ease up in your
Well,
tween settings.
yeah. See, like you have to like do this, and then it'll like.
It still
Wait,
sometimes just
hold
doesn't work.
on. Orient to path. See this? Orient to path. Count. Sync symbols. Pet.
Just don't use motion tweens.
Yeah.
We got 3.
Remove motion tween. You know what you're better off doing? A shape tween.
It's beautiful.
Adding a motion tween makes it into a thing called a tween. If you go into your library, by the way, if I were to give, say, actually if I were to give this a shape, wait, no, a classic tween. See, it makes it into a tween symbol, and it names it tween 1 and tween 2, which is frame 1, frame 2, because for a classic tween to work, it needs to be symbols. So it'll automatically make the tweens into symbols. So don't accidentally classic tween drawings, because then it'll like fill this entire library with tweens. It'll be weird. So that's why we stick to shape tweens for those people. See, now they're moving. Whoa, whoa. Okay, now it's time for classic tween. Classic tweens. We're gonna see. You see, basically, I could just go like, okay, so it starts here and moves down here, and then we hit this. We hit create classic tween, and then it moves with the rest of them. But now, is this set onto loop? Yes, it is set onto loop, which means that if I were to go inside of this and set and create a keyframe at 10 on all layers, right? And I should have done this beforehand, because now when I go out here, I have to set this to be frame 10. But now, if I were to click on this, I can create a motion inside of another motion. See how it's already moving? Well, now I can create a motion in here so that the character is doing like arm movements or leg movements while it, like, the whole character itself is moving. That's how you do things like walk cycles. I mean, generally with walk cycles, we move the backgrounds instead of the characters, but sometimes if the background is at a standstill and a character is like running on screen or something, you move the character. But you know, we're just gonna do something simple, like an arm, just arms up, legs out. Oh wait, hold on. Common mistake. I didn't move to frame 10 to do it. Don't accidentally do that, because it'll take a lot of undoing and a lot of sanity.
If you do, you can just copy and paste frames if you need to. It's fine.
Nuh-uh. But no, yeah, no. We see, there's that. And then this layer 2 is for special occasions, but I'm gonna delete it for now, so I can just drag down the whole thing. Actually, you know what? No, because many of the SR rigs have that kind of thing where you have to like do this and then do the rest of these. Basically, what you do is you click and you drag without letting go of your mouse, and then you right-click and select classic tween. Previously, when I tried teaching people about that, they clicked it and then they clicked and dragged, and that's how you move a frame around. You want to click and drag in one motion without lifting your finger.
Yep.
But yeah, see, now they're moving like this.
Beautiful.
And of course, I could do a bunch of different things. Like, I could animate just the face, for example, by adding keyframes in the middle of the motion, having the face go down, and then shrinking the eyes, which this is holding down Alt and then grabbing one of this, and then you can like shrink things.
Or you can just
either
that, or you can just move the rotation point down when you have both things selected.
True.
Just
And then
2 ways to do it.
Switch it to blinking eye, move this down and change it to that, and then make this like this, and then go up, and then
So joyous.
and then change it to be like open mouth there. See? There's a little quick blink. That's definitely needs to be polished. And see, it's very fast. But you can see that things are moving. Things are finally moving. And I think that's all the different tween types that I need to go over. Don't use motion tweens, and shape tweens are for drawings.
Basically.
And classic tweens are for symbols. And then I showed you a little, like, bit of animation there with, like, the blinking. That's not how you make a really good blink, though. We'll go over that later in advanced stuff.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm going to hand it back over to Subby.
Alright, so now we're going to talk about, I think, yeah, Jello mentioned this earlier, we're going to talk about easing, so this is pretty important. So, when we have, let's use this guy. So, easing, okay, actually, I will demonstrate easing with shape tweens real quick, just really fast. So let's say we want to, like, squish our little friend here. So we'll create a shape tween. But you'll notice this doesn't look really that natural. It's kind of like just like automatic, and that's because we haven't really given the computer any directions of how to do this, so it just did it automatically, and it just does not look natural at all. But if we went to like this is the easing menu, so I should try to talk about this first. So the easing menu is basically where you customize your tweens. So we got a lot of options here. One very important one I will note is that there's a copy settings menu, which is pretty important, because like if you're doing a bunch of movements at once in an FLA, if you just want to copy and paste your settings over and over again, that will help you a lot. But okay, so properties together and properties separately is if you have a symbol like this, and if you're trying to move multiple layers at once, if you select together, they will by default just all move at the same time. Separately will make them all move at different times. I would not usually recommend you use separately, just as a basic. It just won't really look good. So here's our easing menu. So no ease is just classic tween, basic. Nothing really to see here. Same thing with a classic ease. It's kind of the same idea, except for you can set your intensity up, which will in fact change this a ton. So that's already a little better. But we can go further with this. So, setting this back to 0 real quick. So basically, no ease is just a classic ease at 0. Classic ease you can customize all you want. Make it look a little bit more natural. But we're going to get into the actually important ones. So, classic ease in will ease into a movement. So let's say I select, like, there's a ton of options here by default. Okay, one thing I will warn about is stay clear of the bounce and elastic tweens because they don't really look that good. They're funny. like if you're making like a joke thing, like they're pretty useful for that. Bounce can be a little bit useful for like an impact. So if I had like our guy and he was like, say I set the bounce ease there, and if I had this be like an ease in court, you see he falls and then he bounces a little bit. It still doesn't look that good, but if I felt it with it a little bit more, it could look good. I love Object Terror. Yeah, Object Terror used a lot of elastic tweens. So, easing's pretty good for easing into a movement. There's a lot of options. I would personally recommend, I usually use quart or quint or quad for these ones. I think they look pretty good. Sign can also be useful, and so can back. Circ I haven't really found much use for, but yeah, quart or quint is usually what you stick to for these. But yeah, looks pretty good. Now, ease out is the opposite of that, so we got a lot of more options here. Same sets as the other ones. So if I did like our quart ease out, you'll notice that it then eases out of the animation, so it starts off faster and it slows down. So if I did like, let's say I wanted him to like go faster at the beginning before he squishes down, could have him like, or her, sorry, I'm being politically incorrect here. I'm gonna get canceled. So like I could do like that, and it looks kind of funny, but you get the idea. And then we got easing out. This is the main thing you're gonna want to be worried about. So this is a combination of easing in and easing out that we'll be using a lot. So Again, I'm mainly gonna recommend you stick to quart and quint for these because sine, back, and circ as the ease out and outs are kind of weird. Especially back. Back is just odd because it's got this like little rebound to it for whatever reason. But yeah, like quart and quint are the main essentials for easing outs. So we got that. Looks pretty good. This looks pretty normal. So, removing our shape tween here. I'm going to talk about that with classic tweens will work. So, say we got our guy here, and we want him to be like... Oh, that's screen tearing. That's just something that kind of just happens. If you go back a frame and back to another frame, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's a visual glitch. Happens sometimes. I will say, from now on, make sure that you do have your frame picker open, because that is very important now. If, my frame picker wants to open, there you go, okay. So let's say we have a guy, and we want him to be, like, confident. He's like ready to go. So, like, arms on hips. I'll move the leg a little bit. I talked about skewing a little bit yesterday, but now is when skewing would actually be useful. I would recommend not rotating these legs usually because they will not be flat on the ground. But if when you need to, you can. Just if they're just standing still though, I would not recommend it. We got a guy, he's confident. He's got a little smug grin here. So obviously that's not eased in at all. I'm gonna rotate this. Make sure when you're rotating things, you're doing it from the base, which you can do by changing the rotation point. Because otherwise, if you don't do that, what will happen is this, which I don't think movement works like this. So just make sure you're doing it from the center of mass. Just got a guy. He's doing that. So I'm just gonna cut this layer. It's fine for right now, for the sake of example. So we'll create a classic tween. So obviously that looks fine, but it's just not that eased in. So not that eased in. It just doesn't look that natural. So for example here, I'm gonna use a quart. And you can see that's a little bit better. But what I can do now is I could insert a keyframe halfway. We'll get more into arcing later, but for right now, if I was on this and I tapped the down key, when you have a lot of things selected, if you use the arrow keys, you can just move it around one unit at a time. So, say I tap the down key 1, 2, 3 times. That looks a lot more natural because there's an arc to it. But now I can make the guy blink if I'd like. Move my eyebrow down. I can set it to this one. And then a frame later I could set it to the actual one I want to use. You can take the mouth here. You can make it a little bit smaller. And then I could set a frame here for our eyes. I've been using the looping thing here, by the way. You can if you hit this button, it'll just take you directly to the frame picker if you want to. But if you have the numbers memorized for this, kind of like I do, then you can just type whatever frame you want both of these to be in. It'll automatically set it for you. So now we got our guy. These arms aren't that natural yet because I have not really played with them that much. Again, this isn't something that you'll have to worry much about with SR rigs. We're just using object show assets here for examples purposes, because it's easier to learn with than the SR rigs. So we're just using these for right now. Get used to it. So then if I were to set it to 31 and I think this is 30. Yeah. No, it's not. It is not that. What is this? 5 and 6. Okay, great. So if I were to set it to that, then now we've got a pretty natural movement. There's some more techniques you can get to make it even smoother, but I won't talk about this right now. It's kind of advanced stuff. So we will talk about that later on. But for right now, I think if we go back here, we got our guy. He's doing that. Again, we can create classic tweens outside of that and just make them move around if you'd like. Would not recommend it, but you can. So that's basically the basics of easing. I don't really have much else to say. There are custom eases, as you probably saw earlier, which we've created a lot of by making this accidentally, but we will talk more about these pretty soon. But for right now, I am gonna say we are ready for our first, let's try it out section. So we'll be just playing with the basic animations that we've taught you. Basically, we're just gonna play around with classic tweens and whatnot. Shape tweens, probably not motion tweens. So I guess just go get creative. I don't really have much else to say about this. Just easing. Feel free to play around with the different ease types too. There's a lot of them to play with. So I'm gonna stop streaming for right now. I guess just share your screens if you want us to see what you're doing. Yeah, that's it.
Let's go.
OBS is in fact still recording. This is good. Sling King is sharing his screen.
We love animating. Oh. Oh.
Nikki's cooking.
Well, this is Jack and Jello. Oh well, that's not Jack and Jello.
That's SR.
That's adding sound. That's something. Whoa.
I don't know what Sling King is doing, but I think he's cooking. Some good frame by frame technique here.
Oh, we love frame by frame technique. Don't we just love frame by frame technique?
Just a little peek. Oh, you'll notice how the face assets here are labeled will eye, will mouth, etc. These are Will and Star's face assets. I just stole them. Stole them. I can't fucking speak English today. Holy shit. Alpha will be here in a bit. This is wonderful.
Teacher, I made an animation.
You did. That's like kind of
Yeah. Liminal? Ain't no way.
Oh, Sling, do you not have the frame picker open? Is that what you're looking for? Oh.
Nope. Sling does not have the frame picker.
Okay, so go up to Window real quick. Click the frame picker option.
and then drag the frame picker next to properties.
Yeah, you can
right
you can
side.
get rid of assets if you'd like, if you don't want it. By the way, it's just like the Adobe Animate default assets. Not really much to do with it.
I don't do anything with assets.
I use them. I've used them a little bit, and that's why there's some special effects that I got from there.
Okay, nerd.
And I've used like once.
Uh,
That's
I could just
beautiful.
hear the fucking audio.
That's beautiful.
What is going on here? Whoa, what's going on? Oh,
That's beautiful.
we're gonna go over to a more chill stream. Oh no, you don't have to edit the eye. Yeah, there. See on the frame picker to your right?
Yeah, you don't have to double click on those. You can just click once onto them.
Look on the frame picker to your right. You can see now you can just click that and change it to a blinking eye.
Yeah.
Also, what happened to your timeline?
He hasn't popped out.
That does not make sense to me.
Oh, Nokia has triggered an error.
That, sounds about right.
Yeah, if you do something kind of weird in Animate, it will lag like a lot. Are you gonna have Ice-T just murder our innocent friend here?
Not innocent. They were the cause of a lot of terrible...
While animating like that rig for that section, I was getting fucking war flashbacks to Canadian Smarty.
I would be too.
Got some good stuff going on here.
Why is the eyebrow all the way up there? Your eyebrow placements make me cry.
It makes more sense on the SR rigs.
Well, yeah.
We will. What time is it right now? It's 1:45. Okay. We will keep this section going until, I'll say 2. If anyone wants to play around with anything, I gotta get the next thing ready. So. Oh nope, you're inside the symbol. That's gonna change a lot of the things. But it's fine for right now. That is one thing that's a warning. When you're rotating things, just make sure you don't go inside the symbol, because if you do... It's beautiful. Oh. Discord crashed.
What's happening to me yesterday?
That was great. I'm so glad that happened. Discord. I can't watch. No, I can't watch that video. You put copyrighted audio in it. This is looking good. I like the fling. We're learning. It's beautiful.
Huh?
I was talking about Nokia's animation. It's beautiful.
I was about to say, mine is not beautiful, so... See, you just got... Just blunt force head trauma. Oh, wait, that's a good little fling animation and dragging on the ground. Good job, Sling King. And Nokia
I mean, it's in
has
his name. It is in his name.
Nokia has... That is... Okay. It's removable. Here's your order, sir. That is awful.
There's a lot more eye assets in the Vant SR rigs, by the way. This is a very simplified version.
Guys, don't look at my animation. It's violent. It's too violent for YouTube.
It's evil.
This is Evil ST. I'm actually proud of this. For some reason.
Let's see what Agus cooked. You did cook. This is pretty good.
Boom! Boom! Is that what the guy... Is that the little guy's thing?
Enjoy your meal. It's pretty good.
Hold on, if I go to... Here. Here, I'll show you what here. There you go. Boom! I have a lot of images of cats. This is raising your hand in class. Okay.
Stream mode is enabled. Usernames have been truncated. Stream mode.
Truncated?
Usernames have been truncated.
How wonderful.
How joyous.
That's not in Let's Try It Out.
Oh, oops. This is a pretty good animation you got here.
You died at the end of it. You died at the end of it.
Death.
Never send it to media encoder unless you have media encoder. Something I learned.
I'll actually talk about media encoder and swivel a little bit tomorrow because, yeah. But for right now, we don't need it.
Teacher. I used a custom tween in this slap animation.
Wow.
It was a transitional.
Yeah, see the
I
transitional?
didn't use the SR transitional though. I made my own.
Transitional tweens kind of peak.
It does.
We'll talk about those
Let's
tweens
try it
tomorrow.
out.
We'll talk about those tweens tomorrow.
Let's try it out.
Die.
Media Encoder 2023 is trying to open. Whoa.
If you're having problems resizing text, you gotta highlight all the text that you have typed out first.
By golly. We have discussion time? Why do we even have discussion time?
I don't know.
Why is it always a streamable?
Nokia is the singular person keeping streamable in business in 2023.
Oh. That. Hey, look at this. Look at this one. I was gonna see murder, because I just posted that.
How rude.
Ice-T's evil. I didn't even include a big, like, smack sound effect.
How rude.
Well, I can't put that in my downloads folder, and then... Wait, it's the... Why is it that laugh? It's the laugh from... Okay. Now I recognize it. See, I recognize it after it gets past the beginning bit that you use. Hey, I made a animation.
Does not count, you're not a student.
You wanna see it?
This animation fucking sucks.
Here it is. It's right here. I made it. You animated the bad guys. I can't believe you animated the bad guys.
The entire movie.
I loved that movie because The Bad Guys was a really good movie about the bad guys.
True.
Based off of the book series, The Bad Guys.
Do you think the characters in that are known as the bad guys?
Yeah, it's about a group of bad guys.
My animation.
You animated this scene from you animated this scene from the trailer of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Oh my god.
That isn't even. That isn't
That's
even
from the trailer. That's
yeah, I was
not
just saying
an
it's not
official
even
scene from
in the
That's
movie.
from the first trailer. I can't believe that they like did it completely hand drawn for the trailer, and then when you watch the movie, it's this scene is animated in full 3D. Except for the first half of it. The first half of it doesn't exist. The second half of the scene.
So you look at this, you'll get copyrighted. It's not how fair use works.
We aren't commentating on it.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Look at mine. Look at mine. Look at my animation. Guys, I made an animation.
You did not make this animation. You stole this. You stole
this. No, I
this.
did actually. Actually.
We're gonna wrap this part up
Yes,
and. Oh.
yes. I love OR.
We're gonna wrap.
By me,
okay.
Nokia. I stole this.
We're gonna wrap this section up in a minute, and we'll go on to the next one.
Discussion time. Wait
Wait
a minute.
We're gonna do it in like 3 minutes. Save like 3 minutes.
There is an imposter among us. Everybody get the code, except the spy don't know it. Now I listening your answers. If you know that, if you know what that ad is, You're chronically like me. The ultimate show final battle song dot Fortnite dot Fortnite. Fortnite PUBG. That's the real question. Fortnite PUBG. Hey, look at this animation I made. Why is everybody dead?
I saw what I to say. I'm just watching.
You're not even gonna commentate on weekly objects?
No, I don't care.
Damn.
We already talked about weekly objects yesterday.
Well, you didn't talk about the season 1.
That's fair enough. I don't think we need to talk about season 1.
I think we do. Why the fuck are you playing Subway Surfers?
Hey, no games in class. No games in class.
I'm gonna have you young lady.
Sarah has sent me a DM. What does it mean? Okay, that was really important.
Now you're on Wix. There's an ad for Wix. What's going on?
Now you're building a website?
No, now you're watching an object show. Now you're watching one. Now you're watching one.
I made this show. You did?
I don't think you made one.
Like, and you edited like the inside of the symbol. It's gonna be fucked up now for everything. Slang.
Something's going on with Nokia. It went from a game to watching an ad to watching one to watching an ad to watching like the corner of the Discord interface.
I animated these sprites.
And now we're watching one. Guys, what's better? One or
I wish you could force someone to stop streaming, because that would be really funny.
Yep. Why is one existential? Why would they do this? How are you guys gonna vote for it?
Robert was really mean this episode. That's our crushed by our 1,000-pound fate. Alright, are we good to move on, or we're still going?
Did you make that sprite? Yuri?
I love Yuri.
Yes. Nice lip sync, like 2 days early. Agus is lip syncing early. Mods.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Mods fan.
Oh, wow,
Mods
wow,
fan.
story of Undertale.
That's copyrighted by me.
No.
Oh my gosh, is the ball exploding?
What is happening?
Now it's fine.
It's a lot of smiley faces.
To do that. No! Don't play the bone sound effect. It's... The bone sound effect's literally copyrighted.
I have my soundboard muted, so.
Death? Death?
What?
Did you put the death text on a frame that's moving?
I think you put it on the same. Okay, you gotta make a new layer for that. That's your problem. Just delete that text box and make a new layer, and then put a text box on that layer. You're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Nope, nope. Okay.
This is not a real GIF. Whoever made this GIF is evil. I feel like,
you like how he like just gets bigger.
yeah, he just raises the chair. From age 13 to 27, he just doesn't change. Why did you get a haircut every week, also?
I think how his jaw is just like fucking moving.
Yeah. No, why would you post all of these GIFs? That Knuckles one's really good. That I'm kind of a god at lip syncing. Oh, we'll be the judge of that.
Thanks to Webs for Evs.
Oh god.
I'm scared. It's beautiful.
Thanks to Webs for Evs, bro. Webs for Evs doesn't even know how to make a good sandwich. If you asked Webs for Evs how to make a good, how to make a Big Mac, they'd say no.
No, he just makes like literally the worst content of all time, though. It's so bad. BFDI got me free college.
That is actually some bad to the bone.
How to animate the T-plot plus BFB algebrailians. Character animation tutorial. I made an awful BFDI YouTube channel and people subscribed.
Also, Webs for Evs might find this video and hate you and ban you from working on Teapot. Stop hating.
I don't
want to work.
I don't want to work on Teapot.
Thank you for the GIF, Sling King.
I guess it's better than object animations. Death. Ouchie.
Hold on, I can make it better. Are you gonna add a sound effect? Wow, wow. Wow.
Oh, he's gonna make it not loop. And well, once that's done, I think it's Jello's turn to talk about custom tweens in a second. I know.
Thank you for this GIF of Sonic Sprites put over anime girls. I did not want to see the anime girls. I wanted to see the Sonic Sprites. Hey, look at this one.
This is holistic hell.
Is that Why you disrespect? The mail. I love the audio for that video. He's just screaming. The original gangster. Look of your pantaloons. Oh, it's purpose. By purpose. For what purpose? Wow. This Discordian hood is really crazy. I'm afraid our little game ends here. I'm pink. Oh yeah, this. What the heck?
Bernard Unis whatever green.
It's me.
Profile. Yep, remove friend. Yep, block. It's me.
Hey, look at this one.
Honeycomb. I learned a lot about heroin today. Do you have the remakes? Do you have the 2 remakes?
I have one of them.
I don't know where mine is.
Hey, look at this one.
It's great.
That was the first drawing of microphone.
All right, we should move on now because we're gonna run out of time. It's your turn, Jello.
I gotta hurry and save Elise.
I gotta hurry and save Elise.
Wait, is that Backpack 1 Minecraft skin?
Okay.
Okay. Alright. People, it's time for me to teach you about the wacky world of custom tweens.
Really?
Okay, so, you see this? That has custom tweens in it. Come over here. Look at this. This is what SR animation should look like. This should look like this.
Fire.
As you can see, I have here quad E in, cubic E's out, quart E's in, cubic, quint, cubic, you know, stuff like that. But this right here is classic E's out 38. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to go from here to here, but change the expression in the middle. And since all of this is an ease out, if I had 2 cubic ease outs, it would have eased out here, and then sped up and then eased out again. So instead of doing that, I had like a middle custom little ease out there, right? And it makes it look a little more smooth. I also kind of did the same thing here with this, where like I made it a classic ease that with nothing in it, so like just creates frames. But if we go over here, you guys can't see this. We have this thing called a transitional tween. I don't really know how to apply it yet, but I know what it does, and I know what Bounceback does. Bounceback, I think you guys can guess what it does. What do you, everybody, what do you think Bounceback does? Subby, please read me what their answers are in the thing. This is a little question. What do they think Bounceback does? Huh? Oh wait, hold on. It bounces back. Yes! Yes, it does. It goes like, whoop, and then it goes whoop. Yes, recoil. Okay. Well. Transitional tween does something else. That one's weird. Bounceback and my the same, but maybe transitional tween, right? Now, if we were to say, we're gonna just hold on. We're actually hacking right now. Don't look at how much SR I'm spoiling. AJ is right here. We have AJ asset now. What we're gonna do is we are going to just create a keyframe 25 frames down the line. We're gonna make a little animation that's absolutely not up to standards like this. Look at that. Look at that little funny animation. Alright, so now he's going like this. Wow. Now if we put something in the middle here, we change this. Now I have them. How do I get them? Actually, Subby, please. Ah. Bounceback. Shush. I'm using Bounceback. We use Bounceback first. So I have to what? Here's this Bounceback tween. See that? It's like in FNAF moment. We're gonna actually just apply it to the whole thing and see how this goes. See it? See that? There he goes like this. Right? I forgot how the transitional tween is used, but you know, it's fine. Good. Wow. Another way you can do custom tweens is if you hit custom and then new, and then you can do a spectrograph. You can do this, and you can do this, and then you can do that. Also, no, we're just gonna save and apply it. And it looks like this. And the way that it does that is if you look at it, it eases into the motion, right? And then it bounces back to the start of the motion, then goes into the motion again, then bounces back to the start of the motion again, then bounces to the end of the motion. As you can see, it goes, and then back, and then up, and then back, and then up. Yeah. So the further down you go, the further to the original frame you get, and then the further up you go, the closer to the ending frame you get when you're making custom tweens. Yep. There's also, of course, you do the classic ease, and then you can just put -40 as an ease in. Oh, that's because these are still on the other tween. -70, which is a 70% ease in, so. You know. It's not fully like a quint or a quart or a cubic ease in, which is like, you know how this is like a slight little thing, but this is like a big dip. Like, it takes a lot longer. The custom tweens are like when you want to do a little in between, but you don't want it to be completely full. Or if you're trying to do a specific motion, you can create some wacky tween like I just did. Really, tweens make everything endless if you know how to use them. I usually don't use custom tweens that often. There's only one custom tween that I use, and it's spline tween. But you'd have to ask me for spline tween.
Don't use the spline tween in SR, by the way, because.
Oh no! Don't use the SR.
Okay, so one of the rigs don't like it, and they freak the fuck out.
I can show them a thing for the.
I'm not gonna use the spline tween in SR.
I can show them what the
this isn't an object show
like.
thing, and we don't really have permission to use it.
I can show them what the spline tween looks like.
Diss track?
In distrack.f. I'll mute the audio, don't worry.
Oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted by Jello animations.
You really will be. And we're also gonna, yeah. Okay, so basically, Yeah. Yeah. This is me singing, so you're not allowed to hear it. You can see what happens when you get good at animate. Yeah, this is spline tween. You see this?
It's beautiful.
See all these frames how they're not purple like a normal tween? It's because it's meant to make fluid motions, so it does things like this. So it just makes it very smooth. And Swero uses this, and I think, did Swero use this in SR1?
No.
Thank God. Swero gave this to me. Spline tween, the way that you apply it is I would hit here, and instead of right-clicking and hitting create classic tween, I'd hit commands, run command, and then I'd find it in my drive, which I think I remember where it is. But that's how you would use spline tween if you ask and I give it to you eventually. I used it over here as well for old assets. But you know, custom tweens are weird. Use them sometimes when you need to. I'm gonna hand it off. All
right. So now we are going to talk about Bounceback, arcs, and just kind of movements in general real quick. I'm also going to break the rules and open the SR FLAs because it's a lot easier to explain with those. So I'm going to go live. Let's see here.
The teachers are breaking the rules.
SR master files FLA.
This is a horrible turn of events. I'm flabbergasted.
I'm gonna pick who's our lucky victim today? Let's torture Chloe. Actually, I didn't want to make a new file. It's gonna lag my computer like shit. Nope, don't do that. Alright. Get all these guys out of here.
Blow them up!
All of you! Out! Out now! So, actually, Chloe's not a good example for this. I'm also just gonna use AJ.
If the teachers can eat in class, why can't we? Well, I finished my Wendy's, so...
So, we got AJSR here. There he is. He's beautiful. So, we're gonna talk about, basically just some techniques for arching, bounce back, and etc. So, I'm gonna do a couple of test movements here. So, I'm gonna talk about arcs first. So, when you have a movement like this, so let's say, like, we got, like, our AJ here, and he's like, this arm should be down here. And he's like, oh, he's surprised about something. Actually, I can use the big eyebrows for this. I'd also probably not use this method. I use this one. He's surprised.
Oh my god!
So
that's what it sounds like.
We go 10 frames over. I'm actually gonna send this over in a second. So here's my awesome animation technique. So he's gonna go from being surprised to being like smug. He'll be smug or something.
To blowing up.
he's like all smug, you know. It's cool. So obviously there's no easing here, but I just moved that leg over like multiple frames. And then I didn't want to move the legs. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so obviously that is not eased. So if we create a classic tween real quick, change this to court. So you're gonna notice that this looks fine, but it looks like just a little weird. And that's because by right now there's no like arcs to this. There's no bounce. There's no. Jello, Jello, Jello. That's really loud. It's gonna get picked up. I'm just gonna mute Jello. I'm just gonna mute him. Okay. So obviously this doesn't look that good right now. Well, other than like the face snapping, but we'll get to that in a second. So what we can do is, if we're about 10 frames out, we can create a frame about halfway in, I'd say. Actually, for this time movement, I'm gonna make this a 9-frame animation. You'll see why in a moment. So I'm gonna create a frame all the way over here. I'm just gonna make a lot of frames right now. So we got this. So what we can do is make a frame about halfway in. And we're going to want to deselect the legs because we don't want to move the legs. But if we click our key down 1, 2, 3 times, you'll see now we've got a pretty more like standard movement. I'm going to do 2 times actually. I think that looks a little bit better. So now if I were to like, we'll talk more about making the SR arms move smoothly tomorrow because it's a little complicated. It's at frame 13, okay. So let's say we got, start on 10. We'll go over to, okay, I didn't need to do that fast. To 11, we'll do 13. I'll just set that back to 12, it's fine. So if I was doing this or something, I'd probably put a little bit more effort into this arm, but for right now, this is perfectly fine. Good enough. Okay, so we can do, okay, so we got like a little arc here. So then obviously there's a different way to do this arc, which is if I wanted to go back up to like the default, if I went up 1, 2, then we got like an over arc, which looks a little bit more normal here, so I'm going to keep that. Not too much. That's too much. So you might notice now, if we do this, it still doesn't really look that normal. Like, this is like still like a little funky. This is where SR custom tweens come into play, and I'm just going to go over like these really quick. So I'm going to grab the transitional tween, which Jello talked about. So what we can do now is, if we want to make like a smooth, I forgot to do blinking. No, sad. Okay, so we can do now. After I do this, forgot about it. Something else you're gonna notice that me and Jello have both been doing is that the eyebrows follow the eyes. Just kind of a general thing that you should do, because when you blink, obviously your eyebrows go down. I'll set this to like 6 or so, I think. Nope, it's 8. I could spend a long time making this mouth look smooth, but I don't really want to right now. So we got that. So what we can do from here is, if we're doing a movement like this and we're trying to make this smooth, create a keyframe about 3 frames from the end of this. Move it over about 2 frames. Take this. You can move it out about 5 frames or so from where it was. Then we can paste in our transitional tween, which you'll get tomorrow. And then we've got smooth movement. However, since this is an arc over, what we should actually do here is we should make this go down to, because now we've got a little bounce to it. So that's a bounce back. And it's not the bounce back tween, it's just a bouncing movement. But if you don't want to do a bounce here, then you've still got, that's another option for a movement. If it's like a little less intense, then it just eases out. Looks fine. I personally am going to move it down just a little bit. So it's got like a little bit of a recoil to it. So we got that. So another type of movement we can do is a... Sorry, wait one sec. So that's an arc movement combined with a bounce back. But let's say we just have like a movement that goes to like an extreme expression. So let's say we got like, he's gonna go from this to be like 10 frames over. Let's say we want him to be like super like excited about something. So he's like, take his arms, move it down a little bit. Do like he's like shocked. He's like, whoa. So obviously, again, Louis here. So we can create another classic tween. It looks a little funky right now, but we'll fix it. So we're gonna make a quart Ethan here. He's good. Oh. But obviously, there's a lot of fixing up we can do here. So create a keyframe again, about halfway through your 10 frames. We'll move AJ over here. His arms back because they disconnected from his body. Looks good. Alright, so what we'll do is take this and blink. We'll insert an eyebrow just right about here. I'm gonna take that eyebrow, not that one. That is the one that's invisible right now. And I'll explain a lot more about the SR rigs tomorrow because tomorrow's SR day. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, I have gotten a Discord friend request. I'll worry about that later. So we got our arms here. I'm gonna make this a little bit smoother. So I'm gonna skew this a little bit, just a tad bit. Is that like 10? What frame does that end up on? 15? Okay. So actually what I'll do here is 10, 12, 14, 15. And obviously I gotta do that for this arm too. Let's take this. Turn it over. 6. We can set 8 here. So we got him. He's doing that. I could spend, again, a long time making this look smooth, but for the purposes of demonstration, I will just do like a little bit. And there's a lot of SR mouth assets. There we go, got that. So obviously, again, still looks a little funky because there's no easing to it. So, well, there is easing to it, but like, still looks a little funny. So what we can do, we can add a little bit of anticipation with a bending of the knees. I'm gonna have to fix this because it looks a little funky right now. So I probably just have to like it's a little bit funky to play with. I also didn't want to do that. You know, okay, actually, just for the sake of this, because when you're like doing like a bend and knees of these, it's gonna take a little bit to like get everything like in order. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna ignore that part for right now, since it doesn't really matter for the sake of demonstration. But what does matter is doing like a bounce back here. So obviously it doesn't look complete yet. So what we can do is take this frame. We'll go about, I'm gonna go about 7 or so frames over. So we can create a classic tween here. And this is another use of the transitional tween. So what we can do here is, since this is a very intense movement, go up 1, 2. So we got that. And we can over-exaggerate our movement a little bit, so move those in a little bit closer to his eyes. Stretch his eyes up a little bit. Stretch the mouth a little bit more. Set the eyebrows up a little bit more. And now he's like shocked. I overdid the eyes a little bit, but you get the idea. So Alt. Couldn't find the Alt key. So we got I'd actually make this a little bit quicker. It's a little too smooth. Oh. So, you can see the difference between these two movements now. They're both smooth, but just one is a little bit like more like eased and relaxed, and the other one's a little bit more intense. Oh, we have a question. Be right back. Okay, well, that's not a question. So, I am actually also going to send in a document over as a resource. If I can find it. Yeah, how to do basic SR movements. Because I have all these like written down. So I will send that over in resources real quick for you guys.
I can't access resources.
Sad.
Sad.
So yeah, we got, that's just basic SR movements. Again, these aren't that polished. If I was like doing these for like an actual episode, I probably would have gone back and edited some things, but for the purpose of demonstration, these work pretty well. So from there, another thing I do want to talk about before this is pretty common mistake that you can make here when you're doing this is I honestly, I'm just gonna, okay, I'm gonna show this. So let's say we take this movement back real quick. I'm gonna put this over here. Paste frames. I'm gonna clear this keyframe because it does that sometimes. Don't need it. So I'm gonna undo our smooth movement here. Gonna move this back to where it would have originally been. Okay, that is not what was supposed to happen there, but copy settings. Paste settings. Alright, apparently this is just, it's not gonna work, so okay. But what a pretty common mistake you can do here is kind of this in a way. Because it just doesn't look good. Like it's got like the proper ease like in, but then it just does that. But the actual pretty common mistake you can do here is if you're taking like this like this like row of keyframes here and you move this over to 2, you gotta be really careful of this because obviously now its movement is incomplete and it looks like really funky. So, oh my god. Alright, so that's one of the mistakes you can make here. Another mistake you can make here is obviously, so if we're going down here, it's like a downwards movement. So another mistake you can make is if I take this back down, if I accidentally do the same archetype twice, now he just like bounces upward, which it looks pretty weird. So that's why you want to make sure you remember to do the opposite archetype here. We'll call this a downwards arc and call this an upwards arc for right now. Just for the sake of simplicity. Yeah, you want to make sure you do the opposite archetypes, because if you don't, then you'll get a really funky movement, or it just won't look good. Simple as that. So, one more thing I want to talk about in this section before we move on to another test is that when you're making custom tweens, Jello kind of showed this off a little bit earlier. You really do want to make sure, like if I'm gonna make a new one, you don't want to do something like this most of the time, because it's just gonna look. He's gonna go back and forth between the movement. So usually when you're making a new custom tween, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to make sure that your thing will never go back like below itself. So like for example, this would not be good. But if I did like this or something, that's gonna look a little weird, but you can see that's a little bit more normal. That one does not look good, but you get the idea. Transitional Tween's a good example. This is a straight arc upward, and you can see it looks good. So, like, I guess, like, the more, like, uniform your arc is, the better your tween will usually be. It's kind of something you can think about. Obviously, if you have, like, something like an ease and out, you'll have a little bit of a weird arc, but you just want to make sure that your arc just should not have, like, a ton of keyframes to it, because if you do, then it'll just end up looking pretty weird. So, that's just something you want to worry about when you're doing that, because you just want consistency. You don't want weird looking movements. Obviously, stuff like the Bounceback Tween's kind of a I can't speak English. Oh my god. Obviously, the Bounceback Tween's kind of an exception to that, but that's kind of for like a like movement, like that. That's like a scared movement, sort of, if that makes sense. And you also wouldn't use like this like keyframe structure for the Bounceback. If I was gonna do like a Bounceback, I'll just for example purposes, I'll copy and paste this animation again. I'm gonna clear every keyframe in the middle. Just right now. Nope, that's that. I just copied keyframes. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, thank you for saving. Autosave Adobe Animate. Really helpful. Alright, so if I go back to the master files, I'm gonna grab Bounceback, just for example. So something like the Bounceback tween is a pretty complicated tween with like a lot of stuff in it. So like for example, like here, it's like usually the Bounceback tween is actually used for like robots and stuff, because like they'd have like this like weird movement type. I would not usually recommend using it on like a normal character, because you'll end up with really weird results like this. Like that just doesn't really look that normal. So something to keep in mind. Be careful with your tween types. Pretty simple. And then I am gonna say we're ready for our next like trying out section. So you're gonna get to play with your like some arc movements. So remember again, if you have a downward arc, you want to go to an upward arc, and if you have an upward arc, you want to go into a downward arc. Or if you have a downward arc, honestly, sometimes you can just go to a straightforward arc, which just means that there's no arc. Would not recommend an upward arc into a straightforward arc, because gravity doesn't really work like that, but you know, you can do it if you want to try it out. Just remember to be careful with making custom tweens, because if you aren't, then you're gonna get really weird results. So I'm gonna throw it over to you guys. I'm gonna stop screen sharing for right now, and just try it out. Basically it. Move this back over.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can I post something in resources real quick?
Yeah.
This is for some people. This is for certain people. You do not have permissions in this channel. Oh no!
Sling made our guy a little hat. This is awesome.
That's epic.
You should have permissions now.
I do. Here you go. Do what you will with that. Nokia already has it, so that's... Actually, hold on. What the hell? Nokia, are you gonna like draw this and then animate it, like with the advanced techniques? 'Cause that's gonna be wacky. I mean, I'll try. Well, big text. Okay, let's hop over to Sling King. I love hats. Hats. A hat moment. That looks like a lot. That looks a lot like a hat kid to me. Reference.
This is a reference.
Actually, wait, no, I can't say that one. Do you know the video that I was... Bailiff! And it starts like that?
Jesse.
No. Here, I'll text you what it is. That video.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's such a good video. Bailiff! Oh, guess what? Alpha's deafened. Alpha's deafened. No.
Alpha just said AFK like 5 seconds ago.
It's a tragedy. It's a big tragedy, I swear. This is a big L for the American people.
What about the British people?
They don't exist.
I
They
love
don't
the
exist.
British people.
They don't
I
exist.
love my British people. My British allies. That's SpongeBob.
British people are actually a scam created by the U.S. government
Isn't
to inflate the dollar.
yeah? And Alpha being AFK would only be a tragedy to the American people. I feel like.
Well, Alpha's Peruvian.
Well, yeah, but that's just a tragedy to the American people. It's one of the Americas.
Don't just.
That's in.
Well, don't
in
just fucking tell them. God. Ow.
Honest to God, this is really truly a shame. Blinking. That's blinking.
That's blinking.
That's what Pia is doing. Character design. We love it.
Fuck. Small text.
I don't
think
I like drawing in Flash. It's actually not Flash, it's Adobe. Animate. No, I'm your teacher. I won't. Why don't you like drawing in Adobe Animate?
Are you like mixing like lines and like fills together? Is that why?
No. Nokia's drawing with using the drawing tool that like creates lines when you draw the paint, the paintbrush. So it's making a line, but it looks fill-ish.
That's why. Oh yeah, it's because the lines aren't connecting. Yeah, the paintbrush. No, now she is just mixing lines with fills. This is diabolical. You can't do this.
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm gonna combine a line with a fill. And blow up the White House. As I said that, I got a text message. I actually almost shit myself.
Gold.
Uh-oh. Gold.
Jeepers.
Gee willikers.
This was not looking good for me.
Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be captured by the IRS. My friend.
Hey, this is a little awkward.
Hi, officers.
I'm about to draw. And honestly, it's not gonna be pretty.
I am going to kill you, and then kill you again.
Excuse me, ma'am? Excuse me? Don't talk to me like this. No. Don't talk to me like this. I love fluid brush tool.
I got the new. I got
a new.
I got new.
4Gs. I got a new 40s on the Jeep.
I have no new Among Us on the sus.
I'm okay. I'm rocking until the bloody bottoms are underneath. Smooth curves. Smoothen them. Okay, here's character design 101. Draw a really big head.
Draw a really small head.
Draw a really massive skull.
Draw a really minuscule skull.
Draw the biggest skull you've ever seen in your life.
Draw a medium-sized skull.
I actually don't know how to draw humanoid figures, so we're just gonna copy from people. Boyfriend FNF. Use boyfriend FNF as a example for how to draw humans. It doesn't go well. That is one heck of a sound effect. Damn. Why are you doing that? That's Miles. That's actually Miles right there that you've put on the screen. Why did you put Miles on the screen?
Miles tells per hour.
We still have a hat here? Oh wait, is the ball gonna take the hat off? Is it gonna grab the hat? Oh my god, this is revolutionary. I'm actually being serious. I never have the things interacting with objects that
clothing oriented. I've never dabbled. Why is Miles Tails Prower just right there with the keyframe? You gonna trace the bitmap?
I am Miles Tails Prower.
No. No, you are actually not. This does not look like advanced animation, Nokia. Ruined. Hopefully, Agus is, also doing a little advanced animation. I believe you are. Yes, of course, yes. Nokia is the little class clown who knows how to do some things.
She's cooking.
I'm not cooking anything. I
Damn.
literally drew this.
I'm talking about Sling. He's cooking. What?
I was about to say, I just drew.
What?
I'm cooking nothing.
What?
What? What? I draw her blowing up the White House. Have you seen that little clip of that TV show where the guy like says, and it's very illegal to say that you could perfectly shoot a mortar into the Oval Office from, and then he like proceeds to tell you what building and what time of day.
That's awesome.
And that was from like 1993. And it is actually the funniest clip. It's real too. What are you drawing there? A mountain? Is this background design or is that a rock? I actually have no idea.
I think that's a boulder. I think it's going to crush him.
Yay! This is straight boulder dash. Sorry, my bad. I heard the word boulder and I had to become Nokia. Nokia left actually, so I don't need to apologize.
Nokia died.
No.
Here, let's skip in class.
I needed to include in Snape voice, but it sounded funnier. The class, the bear doesn't dismiss you. I do. The bear doesn't dismiss you. I do. Potter, you cannot leave class early. Wow, is that a really big rock? I'll bet you could crush somebody's balls with that. Said somebody before crushing that ball.
This is a really minuscule rock.
Okay, then what do you call... Wait, what's the character's name? Hold on, I completely forgot.
Gerald?
Yeah. What do you call Gerald then? A pebble?
No, he's fucking massive, dude. What are you talking about?
If that's a minuscule rock, where the hell is the line? I'm about to SR files.
She SR on my master
She AJ on my SR till I null catalyst.
She SR on my master files till I SR. Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer sound.
We're gonna do something with I'm actually don't watch my stream right now. I am revealing characters that don't exist. This is straight up Boulder Dash.
Oh, no, no, hat guy. He's been
Hat
cried.
Kid has been destroyed.
We should all play a hat in time after
You have to.
this.
You should put the hat. You should put the boulder on a layer above everything, so that the hats. What's going on? Bump, bump. What? I just realized. I can hear you typing. My lord.
Can we cook? God.
Hey, guess what? Guess what?
Hola. Hola.
I think that's the funniest gift. Sorry, but I got to go.
Sorry, but I
I got to go do something real quick.
Okay.
Potter, you are not to leave.
Potter. You are late to class, Potter. Oh.
Potter, you are not to leave this class early for any reason.
Potter.
I'm doing something here, and it's. Is it racist towards British people?
They're British people. You can't be racist towards them.
The museum of. The museum. The British Museum.
Drop it, Gimpy. Too many pronouns.
Listen here.
That's kind of raw. He's cooking.
What's raw?
Look at what's up. Look what Sling's doing.
I see that. That's. Bang, 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 bang. Kaboom! Kaboom!
If we play a Hat in Time, though, I have to send you guys my, like, fucking comically large mod pack, because you can literally just play as Kirby in a Hat in Time. It's hilarious.
You know what I can do? I can create the crossover of a lifetime.
I got the new crossovers on the Jeep.
I'm doing clipboard X insert SR character that isn't it is not. This SR character hasn't been revealed yet. It's like a Smash character reveal, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing right now? You see what I'm cooking? Actually, you can't look without spoiling it for the recording. Breaking the rules, are you? Isn't this like Nokia's character?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know? Are you watching the stream?
Yeah.
You're cheating.
Okay, Gerbo.
They're gonna know. That was awful. I never want you to speak again. Oh my god.
No, you're not.
Face emoji. I don't know how to make this expression that I want to make. That is exactly how I make this expression. This is how this character reacts. This because it's the Boo from Mario Bros. Boo from Mario Bros. There you go. That's it. That's all I needed to do. And now the world has been saved. Hooray! Hooray! Ba 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 ba.
An intriguing specimen.
Huh. I wonder what experiments I could do on this thing.
Clipboard becomes a demonic entity to kill all living SRENs in an experiment. This is canon, by the way. All you SR lore historians, we're gonna call you SR Lorians, like the DeLorean. Battle for the coupon? What is battle for the coupon? Get that shit out of here. Get Joe. Whoa. Look what I just found. Look what I just found.
Womp womp.
Awesome.
You see this?
He's beautiful.
Look at all the eyes I made. Eye assets I made.
This is the precursor to the SRI assets, if you think about it. Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah? Well, you're not ready for me to...
You're
You're not ready for me to... You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this one. You ready? But listen here. Watch this. Watch
These
this.
are being revealed to the public. Everyone will be able to see these now.
An intriguing specimen.
Hey, how did I go from this to this?
Sling has invented murder. Nokia
what
did in
I've
fact
drawn,
give me 20
Nokia.
pronouns.
Nokia, do not look at what is on my stream right now. This one. This is the one I was talking about. Stolen. Hey, you can't post that. These rigs are awful.
You can have it tomorrow. You can't have it right now.
Yeah.
Be patient.
What right now?
The SR rigs. It's tomorrow.
Not have a cool idea. You do not have a cool idea. I have... Why do I have the fruit roll asset? I didn't even use this character.
Who the fuck is this?
Oh. Oh.
This
Who are you?
This asset is genuinely disgusting. Not fishing rod. Fishing rod's asset is actually kind of okay.
I love making this. I loved making this one.
The line art's good. Coloring's a little weird, but...
Shush. Shut. You shut up.
I love corn.
That's just fucking Steve Cobbs.
It is not. It is not. It
Ge-
would never be.
Genuinely,
Steve
genuinely, look at an image of corn next to Steve Cobbs. It's the same asset.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, literally, yeah,
Cobbs. Old animate files. I just lost all sanity. What's walkie-talkie wake up? What is walkie-talkie wake up? What is walkie-talkie wake up at FLA?
This is genuinely the same character. It's the same. Fucking,
It isn't.
It's the same
It is
fucking
not.
asset.
It is not. Oh, this.
Walkie-talkie, wake the fuck up, Captain.
Captain. I don't know why I made this. I honestly couldn't tell you what this is. AJ's Christmas special. Yay! Yippee!
the New Year special will never be released.
Look. Oh my gosh, it's literally 4.
This is so disgusting.
This is wonderful. Guys, this is what object animation looked like back in 2006.
This is what object animation will be in 2002, guys, if we're not careful.
This is from January 2nd. I'm about to show you an animation from January 2nd, 2021. Warning.
Wait. You have to mute the audio.
I will have to mute the audio for the election of 1800. Oh my gosh, it's the election of 1800 animatic. What did you care? Oh my god. Look at him.
This beach ball asset makes you want to do violent things.
I think you're entirely in your right to do so.
Oh my god, is that tuna can from OR? Not from OR, from OI. That is literally just the tuna can asset from Object Invasion.
Well, I stole it, so that would make sense because I did steal that.
This is
one.
Tuna Can's dark era where he had arms and it was gross.
Oh. Wait, did I make an... Where is...
It must be not nice. It must be not pleasant to have
must be awful.
Mr. Beast on your side.
I love you, Mr. Beast. That video, have you seen that video where it's awful.
I love
Hey, look,
BFB.
Spline Tween. Hey, look, Spline Tween.
Ew. Oh, it's running great. It's running at like 1 FPS. The BFB intro of it was good. The BFB intro of it was fucking good.
Battle for OHFT. Can you name all the characters? If you're a real one.
Okay.
What's this one?
AJ. Tuna can. Orange. Cork. Trash can. Tree. Pineapple.
Nope.
Pineapple.
Nope.
Pine. Apple
Nope.
Lee.
Nope. Pineapple is later.
Pineapple is literally on screen right now.
This is nope. This is not
Pineapple
Pineapple. We'll
Jr..
come back to this.
Pineapple
one.
Jr..
Yes. Yes. Look at this one.
Paperclip. Pep. Pitcher. Tornado-y. Plate. Record.
That's tire.
Oh, that's tire.
Um,
It does look like a record. Pineapple.
There's pineapple. Let me just move this over. This FLA is laggy.
Ball. Lava lamp. Pumpkin. Nem. Pyramid. Tasty fruit rolls. Stick figure.
No.
John.
Yeah. That's John.
Lunchbox. Bucket. Stopwatch. Volcano-y. Tack. Beach ball. Jelly bean. Pawn.
That's yeah.
Quarter. Cloudy was there for a second. I saw Cloudy. Should go back. Hammer. Or is it actually Hammy?
Cloudy was not there. Oh yes, I see Cloudy.
Alright, Hammy.
Hammer.
Is that pencil sharpener?
That's rectangle.
Oh. Flask.
Yes. That's an obscure one.
Bottle.
Yeah.
Phone.
Yeah, it's just phone. This phone was. Remember the camp that you were gonna start and
Yeah.
you didn't.
4-ball.
Yeah.
Scribbly.
Yeah.
Nebula.
Yeah.
Bowling ball.
Yeah.
Churro.
Yeah.
Banana.
Yeah.
Shovelly.
Yeah.
Key.
Yeah.
Microphone.
Yeah.
Pencil. Number 2 pencil, specifically.
Yes.
JoJo hat. Top hat.
That's not a. What do you mean JoJo?
Oh no, I'm thinking of
What do you-
no. Wait, what hat is that? Fuck.
That's colonial.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
Top
of
hat.
a different season. That's bowl
have-
painting. Is that like record player?
It's radio.
Radio, whatever. Corn.
Roboti is just still there, but
Corn, bacon, night helmet, emerald, television, tactical and nuki. Is that Planky? Is that the precursor to Planky right there?
yes.
I already named Marshmallow. Apple, magic wand. What's the fucking pink thing named?
Huh?
What's the pink thing named?
Nobody really knows.
And then you got the girl.
Emily, yes, Emily.
It's beautiful.
Here he is again.
David.
It's back. Bacon. And tactical nuke is. Yeah, and then that's This FLA is, guys, don't open that FLA. What? What?
Sling King has posted his Let's Try It Out. It's pretty good.
Hey. No! Die!
Gulp.
I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Don't.
Nokia is still trying out, so I will not. This intro sucks,
Oh.
by the way. I just want to share.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It's that bad? It's that bad?
No, it's not bad. You're mid. What is this? Oh, this is season 2.
There is
What
one
is
character in season 2.
Bitch, they ain't even in season 1.
Why did you get volcano-y arms in that image specifically?
Because I hate you.
This is
You'll never know
lore.
what that pink thing is.
This is kind of lore.
Oh my gosh. It's an object show intro from 2006.
Okay. What is happening?
Actually, we're gonna hide this so you can't tell, but it's awful.
Now this is kind of awesome.
This is peak. This is peak. Oh god. What have I made? What is this recover of OHFT intro? What?
It's the old version. This is like lost in
Oh, it
media.
literally is.
This
Oh,
is
it
like lost in
literally is.
media.
Everything here is lost media.
This is like a lost in media. Founded
Lost dead
media.
media.
Founded media. Dude, somebody get blame it on George on this.
George Washington.
This is the only appearance of Spear ever.
I don't even know who that is.
Spear was found dead in Miami shortly after.
That's foul. What's AJ Sus? What is AJ Sus.FLA? Disclaimer.
Not this.
Among Us. Among Us. What's OS? Object Sus? What? I actually am just going through lost media. Oh, I have no idea what the hell this is. Is it named OS because Object Show?
The Da Vinci?
Oh my god! This is actually the thing that
You should post this to YouTube Shorts.
It's such a good animation. It's so good.
I really like the mountains in the background and how there's a piece of a line missing right there.
No, there isn't. That's a river.
Relative objects.
Here's relative objects.
Dude, Globe is fucking dead.
Globe actually did die. No, Globe returned in the III reanimated intro. Or at least the Battle for Jello Animates 3. Here's something. You ready? You ready for this? What's your favorite scene? What's your favorite scene?
And that's how I became a war criminal in 20 countries. I didn't even know that was possible. Well, it is. Deodorant, that's highly unlikely. The probability of that happening is about 2.155555545CB765%. Nobody cares.
Listen, that's actually the greatest scene I've ever animated.
I really like the stolen trees in the background.
No, they're not stolen because it's Fusion Animates, so I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Look, a hand-drawn. Hand-drawn.
This will be object relativity in 2004.
It will be. Actually.
I just realized that chair there is actually sentient. That's evil.
Oh yeah.
Now, dude, you're good. You're totally gonna get accepted to I. Dude, you're totally gonna get in. You should send this audition in right now.
I should not. I should not submit that.
Right now, send it in.
Object relativity audition.fla. I had to audition for object relativity.
Isn't this gonna be? Oh, wow, 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 wow.
It literally no. I don't. That's not. This isn't the version of it that has that. But I did make. I did make that.
I like how that WXP asset is like actually rancid.
The Windows XP asset is good. I don't know what you're talking about.
He puts a tear on my face.
I fell from the night. Relative objects, official assets? Yes, please. Yes, please.
Gold.
Yes, yes, yes. I want that. Oh. Let's look at how awful these assets are. Wow. That was all the characters I had?
It's just
Wait, what's new assets from 2020? What?
Oh, this is the really gross iced tea asset that makes no sense from Knock.
Don't speak to me. Don't speak to me.
It's
Ever
true.
again.
It doesn't fit the glass. It makes no sense. I'm terrified. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum. Bum 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 bum.
Whoa. That is radical. Know why? That's
Nokia
bad.
gave up on her test.
Good. Don't watch what I did with Adobe Animate, so don't recreate what I've done.
Bum 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 bum.
No, we're not talking about when I put the
It's better.
sus
It's better.
over it.
I just realized that the object terror ending of the intro has fucking Japanese text. Why? Why is this localized for Japan?
Everybody in Object Terror loves everybody loves Japan, and everybody in Japan loves Object Terror in return.
I don't think this is
What's
true.
the relative objects intro? Trust an intro that's relative objects.
Do you think
before
there are
I
any
go.
Do you think there are any Japanese object show intros? Okay, Agus is still making his test, so we'll keep going with this.
What?
What is this? This is like never before seen. Okay.
It stayed. Oh yeah, no, this is without the text in it.
That was great.
There he is.
That
This
made
is
me
before
feel.
object
That made
creativity.
me feel a lot of things. Sonic Superstars multiplayer trailer. That's kind of peak.
That's really peak.
We'll have to watch that later when we're done with school. Oh, the box asset. Oh,
It's so good. It's so good.
Ow. Ow, my eyes. Oh, God. Oh, this intro's fine. It's kind of fun. I really like the trees here. I just wanted to share. They're really beautiful. Objectivity.
So awful. I want to end my existence every time I see that intro. I'm exposing myself to the SR viewers.
Enjoy the episode. I'll be sure to. Isn't this the intro that like genuinely like really hurts your eyes?
No, it's the one that hurts your ears. I turned it off.
Oh, okay.
See, this isn't the one that hurts your eyes. I'm not playing that one because I know which one that is, and I'm not gonna play it. No, that's copyrighted.
But I mean, I can just hum it. I'm not gonna copyright if I hum it like really horribly.
You're really copywriting me right now.
Sonic Frontiers, the Final Horizon update teaser.
Hey, look at this.
Is this like before the background was added to the scene? It'll be here soon. Does this version have the plane crash in it?
Huh?
Does this version have the plane crash in it?
No, see, I didn't do that in this version. This is the first version.
I like how the plane crash in the storyboard was higher quality than the one in the actual animation, by the way.
Oh my god. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me.
Do not
Don't
come by
even
my
talk to
house.
me.
Don't come back by my house. Don't come by me ever. We're over. I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Don't even talk to me.
I want you out of my life. I want you out of my house. I'm kicking you
I
out.
don't want to hear this. Oh, look at this.
Oh, RHD.
Yeah, it's because everybody had shading. That was like weird.
I honestly don't hate the gradient shading. It's fine.
I hate it a lot. What's pie chart.fla?
I made that.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Yippee! Comic.fla? Whoa.
Is this heroin?
No, this is not heroin. I did not find heroin.
Fuck!
Who?
I did not find heroin.
Heroin.fla.
I love heroin.
What? For
You
legal
can't say that.
For legal reasons,
I can say
this is a
that
joke.
on the air. Wow, bouncy ball. I sure
Hey,
do
Honeycomb.
love
I learned a lot about.
heroin today.
We should make an SR version of that beautiful comic.
I made that for school.
Hey, Honeycomb. I learned nothing about heroin today. Oh, this is awesome. I really appreciate the rainbow gradient around this entire intro. Why is that there? What is it?
Green.
YouTube. Carrot. King card. Grape juice. Lean! Diary. M&M. This is my awesome object show.
The 2016 one.
The 2016
I
object
can't
show.
believe that this is the 2016th object show ever.
Oh my god, yeah, it took me a long time to calculate that out.
You know?
Sometimes you really want to die, and other times...
Mr. Squidward!
Squidward!
Is this gonna be like really loud?
on. We stop it right
I have the
there.
audio. I have the audio muted.
It's fine.
I just turned it really far down.
I didn't play it, so we're okay. BFB Teapot Draw Challenge.fla.
The power of two.
What's Jellomations.fla?
Probably your banner.
Awful.
Jello
I have so much stuff. Follow the train. All we had to do was follow the damn train. I love being Fusion Animates.
This is the second version of this that you've made. You made 2 of these.
Is that the Mario Warpipe from Mario?
I am Fusion Animations at this point.
That's not a good thing.
This is a really good thing. One reason for why this is a really good thing is that Fusion Animates is very popular with the kids.
Good to know.
These days. What in God's... Why did I do it in scenes? I'm gonna throw up. I'm going to throw up. What is this? Yeah, I just want to let all of you students in on a little secret. If you're gonna do Adobe Animate, don't do this. Don't do what I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, hey, look at that. Little jumpy animation. Let's go. Why am I the only person unmuted? I think that I'm the teacher, the main teacher now. I think I've become the principal. I can't even hear that. I muted your soundboard. Okay, students. Don't open anything at all. Open your textbooks to page 2. Last frame didn't show. Well, that's probably something funky with exporting. Happens to me all the time. I think that you students are you're lucky. You're lucky to be alive in this progressive year of 2006. There's my thing back up. You guys got a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities. See, for example, for SR, and
I'm back.
really either would work. I can't believe you left me to stall.
I went to the bathroom.
I was talking about how they're lucky to be alive in this progressive year of 2006. Because
Beautiful.
there's so many opportunities for the young minds.
Last time didn't work. Pretty good test. Alright, well with that, it's 3:30, so I don't really have much else to talk about.
Don't blow up the White House.
Yeah, you should not do that. So
You'll
we
get caught.
Oh, exporting again. Whoa, that makes more sense now.
What?
That's pretty cook.
Woohoo!
got it. Yes, you did cook.
I've made a new channel. It's called the Study Hall.
You filleted that. You filleted them.
Anyone want? So yeah, I guess with that we're done for today. So, well, I'm gonna reshare my screen real quick. So, today we learned movement basics, tweens, shape tweens, differences between symbols and non-symbols, what you should do and not do with movements, and basically just that in general. So, tomorrow we will be talking about SR finally. So we'll get into the SR master files. We'll talk about posing with SR rigs. We'll talk about working with props. Probably a couple of other things. I'm gonna briefly touch on media encoder and swivel tomorrow too, since those are kind of important to know about. So with that, we're done for today. So thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.